Hello and welcome back to Rosebud's Budgets. In today's video, we will be doing our May count up and our budget with me for June. So the plan is we will just do the count up for May and then I will just have a pause, have a drink and then do my budget with me with you guys. So get comfortable and we'll get into it. So I hope everybody is well. Oh my gosh, I have really enjoyed listening to everybody's BBMU stories. So yeah, I'm glad everybody had a lovely time. Also, hello, any new subscribers and a massive welcome back to any returning subscribers. I do just have to show this, guys. Oh, do you know what? This is the community that just melts my heart. So I saw that Vicky had completed one of the Stranger Things challenges from Aretha Printing's Stranger Things box. And I said, oh, look, you know, if you're done with it and nobody else wants it, is there any chance that I could buy it off you? Well, she wouldn't let me pay for it, bless her. And I forgot all about it. And something come in the post this morning. I'm like, I don't know what this is. I don't think I've ordered anything. And then I realised, and it is so cute, like it is lovely wrapped in some green tissue paper, so I need to save this. And I have had a sneak peek because I didn't want to rip the paper. So it came with this good vibes only, and I love how it is in my pink, so that is cute. And that also leads me on to something else that I want to show you. So if I remember, hopefully that'll be able to remind me. So she sent me these little tab sticky notes, but she sent me the mini challenge of it, the Stranger Things mini savings challenge, and then the spinner one. So you basically, I'm rubbish at this, but you spin it, and whatever you land on, you find in the booklet. So this is the booklet. So we've got Hopper, Murray, Eddie, Henry. That's the beginning. It's just because I showed my husband this earlier. Will, 11, Lucas, Nancy, Dustin, I think he's my favourite, Max, and then Mike, Jonathan. We have Steve, we have Robin, and we have Joyce. So we'd find Joyce and we'd save one of the numbers off of there. So yeah, I really wanted to just do something for my husband and my daughter because again, they love Stranger Things and it just seemed perfect. So I'm so grateful. So thank you so much for sending me. And the fact that this is like proper duty, this is. So I'll pop that to the side. But not only in that, she gave me a little pouch and it is so cute. I thought, oh, what's this? Because it doesn't need it for the game. And it had a beautiful bracelet in it. I don't know why I had to think of the words there. It says, I'm amazing, little wooden charm. And I love these. So that's going to go there. And this beautiful bracelet. Love the colours. Like they just all go together so well. And also in here, I've just run out of my pink sticky notes. So the green ones were perfect for this. So I'll pop that to the side. And then also this beautiful, and it's quite funny actually, this beautiful sewing machine. If you can see, she's put all the gems on and she's done it both sides. And this is the one did I buy this or she gifted me this one last time? I purchased one of her little purses and I just love it on here. I love it on here. But also it's so funny because at the weekend I wanted to go out in a dress and the dress at the front, I didn't like it. So I altered it. I got my sewing machine out, used this table that I'm on now and altered it. Yeah, so that's really, really nice. So thank you so much. I wasn't expecting that. Like I say, when it came through, I was like, what is this? So I'm just going to have a bit of my fan. Honestly, guys, the weather keeps going raining, and even though it's rain today, it's really, really warm still. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to use this from Rainbow Budget and Plans, and I've put May count up here, and then I've listed all my categories so I can go through it with you. Now, what I am going to do is not previous month. I'm going to change them at the top, guys. Let me get a pen. Bear with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put cash and then I'm going to put placeholder and then I'll just do my total here. We're not going to be taking any back to the bank, I don't think. I think I'm going to do that next month, because next month, the end of next month signifies my quarter one, which was April, May and June, for like my savings challenges and things, and we can like work out how much we've saved in total for them, plus that we come into the start of Christmas in July, which I'm excited about. I cannot wait to receive Little Moon Budget's Christmas box. So we're going to go into this, and I have changed it up a little bit. So I've put my binders and stuff to the side just to give me a little bit more room and to make it feel less cluttered. So if you want me to keep them in, I will just move them back in. That's fine. So let me know what you prefer. It's just, yeah, it just makes it a little bit nicer and cleaner. So we're going to bring in the binder. This is our black binder, and it is for, hopefully you can see all this. So let's see where we're at. There we go. So this is for our savings for penny, savings for spending, savings for monthly challenges and things like that. So in our penny, I have already worked it out. So I was putting it in this jar from So's Budgeting Life. And what I've done is I've emptied that and transferred it into my bigger tub, and then we'll keep refreshing So's Budgeting Life one. So in this, we have 94. So this is in cash, so we have £94.52. So that was quick. Let me move it this way. There we go. I'm not bothered about the glare down here. Spending challenge, we haven't got any in because we didn't do a spending challenge last month. If you've been with me for a while, I do a spending challenge each month, and I've been using So's Budgeting Life scratch offs for that. However, last month, because I did everything off camera, I didn't do a spending challenge, and I didn't actually allocate spending money. Hello 2026 is a challenge from Manifest My Budget, and it is this spinner one here. So what we do is we spin it every week and save either 5 and 10. So currently it should have 175. So we have 100 and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. So we have 175. So the total of that one would be that. And we have 175. And then we have 130 in placeholders. So that means we have 45 in cash. Brilliant. So that is that. I'm intrigued to see what we actually have as the total at the end, because we have been a bit spendy. So if you haven't seen my previous videos, I mentioned it in there, but my daughter went to see Mandalorian and Grogu with her dad. It was half term. Daughter had a haircut. We went strawberry picking. We did lots of things. So yeah, it's been a bit of a spendy one. So this here is our monthly challenges. So our monthly challenges we have been doing are the collaboration between lots of different creators. It can be found on the Rocking Witches link tree. So go and check her out on Instagram. And then my freebie that is linked in my description. So it's a freebie for each month of the year, basically. And I've been trying to do it along with there, but there's no pressure. So we do have a lot in cash, actually. So let's see how much we have altogether. We have 100, 200, 300, and 20, 40. So 240. Oh, 240 in placeholders. That's what we said, isn't it? Yeah. And then we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 160 in cash. Wow, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Have I counted it up wrong? Let me have a look. Oh, yes, 320. 340. Oh my goodness. So that is £500 in there already. So with the Hello 2026 and the monthly ones, I'm just going to try and keep going throughout the year and see how far I can get with them, and then it will be like a boost into 2027. I had a 2026 binder in 2025, but changed it up for now. So then we're going to go into some that haven't necessarily changed, but I do want to see what cash we have in them. So this is our yellow binder. Oh, what have I done here, guys? Oh, right. So I know what this means, so don't worry. It's just because I didn't have anything in spending and I didn't put the zero, so it kind of just ruined that. But that's what it is. So we're going to move into this binder, and this is Bank of Rosebud Budget. So this is literally like our credit card, but it's our money. So we have built up the funds, and if we want to use it, we can use it. So that's instead of getting into debt. And this hasn't changed. It has 1,000 in a placeholder. So I will try and do these ones quickly. Month ahead hasn't changed, I don't think. And that currently has 1,200 in placeholders. So how's everybody doing with their savings? Piggy bank, I know, has 500 in placeholders, so I don't want to be pulling everything out. Skip, we haven't got anything, but we do want to save for a skip for when we need it. That is just in the back attached to here, and I've just popped in some little extra dashboards into my binders. So that is that. This is one that we have spent out of quite a bit this month. This is our bright pink, absolutely love it. These charms are from Studio Budget Co. So yeah, this is like our family binder. So we have Fur Baby in the front, and he currently has £200. We've spent £50, I think. I don't know what it was on. It was something for him. So £200 in placeholders. Kids has also 100 and, oh no, it has 50 in because my daughter had her hair cut, so that's gone down a bit. School, we have been adding into school this month, so we have 150, 70, 80, 95. I'm going to do that because that's in the bank. So what was that? 195 in placeholders, and then we have 25 in cash. So that equals 220 into school. So that's enough for her next set of music lessons. And we'll just add a little bit more in to make sure we've got enough for school uniform. But I think we will, to be fair. And it will be her last year, so there's not much we will need to get her. Mr. and Mrs. So we have 140 because basically I didn't have 20s or 40s placeholders left when I was de-stuffing. So I just had to write it on like that. Wellness, we have taken £20 out of here. So we've taken £20 out over this month for wellness. Tell me what it was for. I don't know. So we have £50 in placeholders and we have £30 in cash. So that is £80. I'm not sure what it was for, but we don't go into that very often. So yeah. Then we have 50 in family fun because it has been half term and yeah, we've been out and done some bits. In hobbies has nothing, and my husband wanted a new PlayStation controller, so I took the money out of his hobbies basically. Happy Mail doesn't have anything, and glasses definitely doesn't have anything. So with the glasses, I'm keeping it in here because I don't particularly need any new glasses, but my husband may need some soon. We have had birthdays, so celebrations has nothing in it. We have had birthdays this month. My dad's, my best friend's daughter, which I still need to drop the card off. So if you're watching this, apologies, but I will do it. And then we took some out of celebrations for my daughter to go and watch the cinema, watch Grogu, Mandalorian and Grogu at the cinema. So this has 150 in placeholders. So birthday has 150 in placeholders. And then random act of kindness doesn't have anything at the moment, but I have done a lovely random act of kindness this month. So I'm going to pop, well, the month of May. I'm going to pop that back and we'll bring out this one, but this will be quick because this hasn't changed. So all I need to do is flick through it. Well, actually, I don't know, because what I've done is if I've had some money in the bank that I've needed to take out but needed cash like here physically, I've moved some money around. It all is the same, but it's just the ones where there's a placeholder or there was cash, I've popped a placeholder and things like that. So it's all worked out. So we have 800 in insurance, which I knew. Tax should be 700. Maintenance should be 1,000. although I'm sure my husband said there's something we need to get for the car. MOT has got 50, and again, people might think, why have you saved that when it's not due till March? But it just means that I haven't got to worry about this car binder. Excess is 250. Breakdown should be 100. Yes. And then we have house is 1,000 and garden is still 1,000. However, we will be using some of that money. Let me just write in here. This looks atrocious, guys, so I'm so sorry. We will be using some of this money because we do want to get some good hedge clippers, and we do want to get a new lawnmower. So basically, somebody borrowed our lawnmower, it got broke, they replaced it, but not with the one that we had, which was quite an expensive one, and therefore this one doesn't do the job that it needs to do. Not for our, because we have a massive back garden and a good size front garden. So yeah, we will be purchasing them soon, but I just thought get my counter done and then we can go for that. So we're going to move into this binder, and there's a few dashboards in here that are from Budget Vlogger, but we have babies, and we have £50 in placeholders. I hope you can see this. Yeah, and we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 in cash, and we actually have 80 in placeholders because there's an actual 30 still in the bank. So that's what, 180, and we want to get 260 by July because it's their second birthday, and this is for my beautiful niece and nephew. Where are we going now? Side hustle doesn't have anything, so we're now going to move on. So I'll take this out now. I just put a piece of paper back in case it leaked through, but it hasn't been. YouTube, easy. It's got 400 in. We have done our stuffing of our payment for May. So that was fun. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So we have 80 in cash, and that leaves 320. That's brilliant. Honestly, guys, all these little bits just add up and add up. Retirement now. I made a little bit of a boo-boo, and I don't know if I spoke about this on my previous video. So basically, we was doing a challenge from the Rocking Witch in our game day, and I kind of forgot that money comes out of that game day and goes into retirement because that's one that we pop into all the time. So it means that what I had calculated for the possible amount at the end of June won't be accurate now. So we have 150 in placeholders and 50 in cash. So that's 200 back into our retirement. So basically on our game days, we play a game, and once that's completed, it will go into here, and then we'll start it again. So I'll show you that when we get to it. So what's next? We have holiday. This is our beautiful holiday binder. So we went to Canada for the first time this year, which was amazing. For my daughter's birthday in March, I said, well, she got what she wanted, but I said I wanted to treat me and her and just have a girls trip with me and her. So I've been saving up, and this is how much we have so far. I've been writing on here the challenges that have been completed that have been added into this, just so that at the end of it, I can shout out to the creators. So we currently have 1,250, 300, 1,300 in placeholders. And we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 200 in cash. So that is £1,500, which I think is a great amount. We were going to be going on end of July, August time, summer holiday time. However, we have decided we're going to go in October. It just sits better with us, and it just means that we have a little bit more time to save, so we're not rushing. And yeah, it's just, that's what's happening. So in the 2-week half term in October, they still get 2 weeks here. That's what we're going to do. Going to move over to our vows. Our vows, if you are new here, is saving up to celebrate mine and my husband's, or my husband and however you say it, renewal of vows, but just a celebration of being together for 20 years. Well, married 20 years. We've been together a lot longer than that. So currently in here we have 1,060 because we have the £10 here. So 1,060 in placeholders. So I believe what I did is I must have had £50 and needed the £50 in cash. So I've just popped placeholder in, but the money's, everything's correct, it's equal. So yeah, this is a long-term challenge, and it is from A Day Full of Budgets, digital download from A Day Full of Budgets, which is going to finish in 2029, which will leave us with 20 years married, but we've been together a lot longer than that. Teeny Tiny Tuesdays is all in cash. No, it's not. We have put some back to the bank. So let's see. We have 550 in placeholders, and we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 150. So that equals 700. Okay, so this is a yearly challenge as well. I started it my very first year, just paying Teeny Tiny Tuesdays and leaving it to build up. The first year we saved about 800. Last year we saved about 1,400. This year, I don't know if we're going to meet the 1,400, purely because we have the other challenges, the yearly challenges going on that we didn't have before. So that is that. Then we're going to move on to our Fun Friday game day, guys. I actually quite like it the way it's lined up at the side of me here. You can't see it, but it is. However, to start off with, putting the first couple back, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. So this is our game day binder. I don't know how to do this. I think I'm not going to go through and count all the games. I'm just going to take it off here. So currently in here, we have £630. I'm just going to do it as a total. So basically, I had forgotten that when there's this challenge completed by Eva, it goes into our retirement, because that's the only game that is allocated. The rest aren't allocated. And obviously, we've had £200 go into retirement. So we would have had more if we'd played it within the games. I'm hoping to finish these this month. In my time off from YouTube, I have still been playing this, so these have been getting a good amount of money added to it. So we will do that. I won't go through every game. And then we come to our Christmas binder. So I want to explain something with my Christmas binder. I'll put that back in here. So with my Christmas binder, I'd finished all my challenges. Where is this going? In here. And I didn't want to start any particularly Christmassy challenges, because Christmas in July is coming, and I wanted to start off with some fresh challenges and see how many I can get completed within that month of July. However, I did start some challenges and finish them, so it was so much fun as well. So for the Christmas challenges, we have £1,020 currently for Christmas. And we did the Jukebox Hero from Grace, Black Country Bird Budgets, and we completed that, which was great. We completed Sloth Machine from Soph's Budgeting Life, so I will sort all this money out. We completed Little Moon's Baby Race. I think that saved us about 100. And I was mentioning in another video, I've done them as 1s, 2s, and 3s, so it's a good, saver. And it was actually this little green one here, this little green dinosaur won, but we carried on to complete them all. We completed 6. Now 6, look, 15, 15, 10. We got it in 1 here, so I put 0. But what I'd done is, if I'd done it in 8, I rounded it up to 10. So this one, we did it in 13, but I rounded up to 15. But we did this one in 17, but rounded it down to 15. So that's how that works. So we completed all them last month as well. And they'll go into be added onto the back of here and into our Christmas totals, guys. So let me just faff around with these binders here. This is everything we have everything that we have saved up, and I have just got to put all these totals in here. I'm so sorry for the shocking handwriting. What I will do is I will write this out again, but I'll put them all on the previous month ready for June. So yeah, let's get the calculator in. Let's see if we can actually do an adding up correctly. So we are on. We have 94.52, and I will just try and hurry this up, guys. So wow, okay, so I can't actually remember what it is last month. I need to start checking what it was. So what did we have? £14,949.52p, which I just think is absolutely amazing. I am so grateful that I have so many categories that I've been able to fund that are ready for if anything happens, and while building up other categories as well, guys. Okay, so that is the budget. Not the budget. That is May's count up of £14,949.52, guys. Okay, I'm going to move this away. Let me know how you are getting on with your savings and how you've got on with your count ups for the month. I'm just going to keep them there. They're really cute. And we are going to move over to our budget with me, guys, for June. Right, guys, I can't find my book anywhere, so I'm just going to have to use these pieces of paper that I'd had in here and just do it like that. Okay. So I'm going to have to put it to the side because that's how I write. I can't write like this. So we are going to go and do our budget for the month of June. If I've said July previously, apologise, but it is for June. So how we work, if you're new here, we just put all our money into the same pot, and then the bills are paid, and what's left is left. That's what we share out. Now, it's each to their own. Some people, partner keeps their money, they keep their money, they cashed off the child benefit, they don't cash off the child benefit, they do this, they do that. It's whatever works best for you. And we've been together so long, it's always worked this way, where we don't go, okay, you earn this amount and I earn that amount, we'll take percentages. It is literally just whatever comes in is in, and then whatever's left is whatever's left. So this month our income is really high, and it varies from month to month. Going forward, I've changed roles so that it means that my money will be going down slightly, but it is what it is. We're happy with that. We've managed to build up our funds and things, and it's something that we've been able to do. So that being said, once all our bills have been paid out, we still have £2,670 to play with, in the sense of all our bills that come out of the bank, direct debits, rent, water, everything has already been paid. Now we need to look at what we need monthly. Apologies if you can hear my chair squeaking. So I try and keep it as simple as possible. This is what we've got left to last us the month. Now, for us, June is our 4 month. Okay, so it's a 4 month. I always say that. It's our 4-week month. So we know that this really should be divided by 4. However, sometimes it doesn't quite work out like that. So we do know that we have some plans this month. So apologies, I keep saying so. This month we need to make sure that we factor in June. So we need to factor in the fact that we are going somewhere on the 7th as a family. We have a meeting on the 22nd. We have my daughter's work experience from the 29th. We have the dog's at the groomers. So he's at the groomers on the 30th. So there'll be 50 quid that comes out of his for that. You have to book it really in advance. And I'm sure last time she said that we had to like pay when we booked it, but it didn't work like that. So we'll just pay when we go. And then I know we have a few other things during the month, but they're the main things that we need to make sure that we remember. And like I say, this month we've paid for out of Fur Baby. We have used celebration money. We've used hobbies. We've used kids. We've done the random act of kindness and things like that. So this month I don't think it's going to be too spendy other than the bits that I've mentioned for the garden. Okay, so what we need to factor in here now is we need to look at what are our expenses, monthly expenses, not including bills. So it will be food. Food and household, basically. It will be petrol. It will be miscellaneous. I hope I'm spelling this right. And then it will be spending. So I see that if I have money for spending, at least I know I am able to spend guilt-free instead of feeling like I am confined and then do a massive splurge. And I have been finding that while I've been off from YouTube over the last month, it's just worked that way, that I have been tempted to splurge. However, I haven't, which is a good thing. So this is a 4-week month. This is really bad that I'm having to do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it just shows that you can do it any point. So with our petrol, we have 50 a week. And when we do our cash stuffing for week 1 of June, you will see, even my husband's trying to get on board with this. I'm doing 20 for the first week and then 10 for the rest for miscellaneous. Spending is going to be 25. And then I'm assuming this is going to be 125. Yeah, so I do believe this is going to be 125. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 here, 200 here, 50 and 100. So in total, we have 5, 6, 7, 850 pounds just for like the basics to keep the house running. And we're going to try something different with this money, but not like last month. So when I wasn't cash stuffing on camera, we ended up stuffing the food money into the purse, and it just seemed to get used up quicker than what we would have liked to. So I'm definitely going to make sure that that is going to be a weekly thing going forward. Okay, so now we have this, and we need to do the £2,670 minus the 850. So let's just do that. So that is 1,820. And like I say, we wouldn't normally have this amount in one to stuff. I think we normally have like 1,002, 1,003 left over once we've done everything else to stuff. So it's worked out well, really, because we have our binder here, and we have our count up here, so we can see. Now, there is ones that we have specific going into. So specifically, we will be putting into Hello 2024, and the monthly is 40. So we have week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Okay, so I'm just going to put Hello, not the monthly. I don't like how that is writing. So we're going to have 40 in each of them for definite. Okay, then we don't need to put any in these at the moment, although we might come back to month ahead. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look down these, see which ones we need to put in for the month, and go from there. Okay, what I've done is I've put 18, it was 1820, wasn't it? Yeah, 1820 on the calculator, just for my reference. I might have to put it this way, actually. Should I move this way a bit? Hopefully you can see that. If you can't, it doesn't matter. I am just going to calculate it off there. So let's take 4, 8, 12, 16 off here. Okay. Bank of Rosebud's budgets, nothing. We don't want to put anything into there. That's at top. I'm going to, like I say, I'm going to leave month ahead for now, and we're just going to go back down. So I know Fur Baby's okay. We've got enough in for that. Kids, we can top up. It's not a massive thing. Plus, we're going to complete all our challenges by the end of the month, so we could add into that. However, we know 100% that we want to put into school. So school is going to get just 10 a week. There we go. So let's minus 40. What else are we going to do? Mr. and Mrs. So I would like to put some into this because we do have the amount that we need for the rings that we was going to get, but I think we just want to give it a little bit of a boost. Mr. and Mrs. And that is 10, 20, 30 and 40. So that's minus 40. And these 10s, they all add up. So next we're going to go on to babies, and babies is definitely going to be having... Oh, am I not putting anything else in here? Put anything into celebrations? Babies is all the way down here. Celebrations, we do need to put some in celebrations because we have used it all. So celebrations, we are going to put £50 this month. So that's minus 50. So that's celebrations. Anything else in this category? Family fun, anything? Glasses? No. Okay, so this here, we have fully funded all of this binder. Babies, we are going to add into, so this is my niece and nephew. We're going to add 20, 40, 60 and 80. And then by the end of that, that's minus 80. That means that that'll be fully funded, ready for their birthday a few days into July. So what else have we got in here? We have YouTube, retirement, so holiday, definitely. This is like our priority at the minute. I think, you know, my daughter will deserve a treat. She was really upset because she's been doing her mock exams, and apparently because it was their first time doing the mock exams, when they were all taken in, they need to get the candidate number and they need to sit, blah, 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 blah. So it ended up that they ended up, what, Rose? That they missed out on 15 minutes exam time because they were fannying around with getting people in. You would have thought they'd done a trial run before, because I'm 100% sure that's what they did with us when we was in school. So yeah, she was worried that, you know, she'd missed 15 minutes and actually the questions that she had left, she would have been able to answer. So that was a bit annoying, but like I said to her, it's just a mock, so not to worry. At least she, you know, she knows that she would have been able to answer them questions and things. So yeah. Anyway, so she deserves a treat. So 50, 50, 50 and 50. So that is 200. And this isn't something that we do every year at all. We haven't been away for ages, other than obviously Canada this year as a family, but this is just going to be mine and my daughter's time. Vows, we do want to put some into vows. We have been putting in £40 a week, which means we will nearly hit £7,000 by March 2029. So that's minus 4, 8, 12, 16. And I have looked, I don't know if I've got it here, let me see. So basically, I have wrote out here all the things. So like Hello 2026, and the monthlies is £40. It has 39 weeks from when we particularly started doing it, and this is how much we would save. I don't even know if you can see that, guys. This is how much we would have saved, this is how much we had. So again, just in case you didn't see that up there, so school from April the 5th to 26th of July, we wanted to save £170, so we're saving £10 a week. We already had some in it, so that's why it's at 220 now. And like the babies, we know now that at the end of this month we would have, where is it here, we would have met what we wanted to achieve for that savings fund. So yeah, it's good to just have this to look back and go, okay, we are on track. By the end of the month, we should have met the goals that we were wanting to meet by the end of June. So that's good. Okay, so let's just hope that I did take that 160 off there. I think I did. So another two categories that we want to do is I want to add some into Christmas, because Christmas and Fun Friday Game Day didn't get as much last month. And now we have that little bit more I would like to add into here. So Fun Friday Game Day and Christmas. Okay, we are going to add in £150 into this each week to boost it out. By the end of the month, we will reallocate all the challenges. And Christmas, we are going to add in Okay, so we're going to add in £80, but then I want to add a little bit more in. So I think we're going to do, oh, hang on. Let's just minus this. So I think what we're going to do here is we are going to add in £100, and then we're going to add in, no, yeah, 90, 90, and 90. So let's see what this equals. So we're going to minus 100. Oh, guys, I think it was at 490. Oh, God, we weren't at that much. 490 minus 100 minus 90 minus 90 minus 90. And that still leaves us with 120 quid. So I don't know what I've done wrong within this. I don't know if I have just added it up wrong or not added something in. I do not know. So we'll just go through and I'll just calculate it up and see where we have gone wrong. So let me just check that. So what did we have? £1,820. Okay, bear with me, guys. Yeah. Okay, so guys, that's leaving 120. And I don't know why. Okay, so let's just put 120 here. Let's see if there's anything that I've missed. So I've done my weekly. I've done school, we've done Mr. and Mrs., we've done celebrations, we've done babies, we've done holiday, we've done vows. Oh, guys, how can we miss Teeny Tiny Tuesday? So 120 divided by 120 divided by 4 is 30. I don't know why I had to do that in a calculator. And we are having our 30 Teeny Tiny Tuesdays. How can I forget that is... It's just a staple within my cash stuffing, guys. Okay, so then what I've done, so I'll just recap. So we've worked out what we've got left after our bills are paid. We've worked out how many weeks it is for the month. What we have going off this month is a very quiet month this month. Then we look at what our monthly expenses are that is not type of bills. It is petrol, food, miscellaneous, things that we need, not necessarily spending. And then we see what we've got left, and we had 1,820 left. And then I simply work out, I go through my categories, which we have counted up, and look at where I need to put things, what we could boost out, what is our priorities at the moment, and things like that. And then literally just write it down simply like this. And then all I will do, this is really rough, guys. Oh, I didn't like that. I don't like it. I like things neat and tidy. Sorry, my daughter was just at the door then. So then what we'll do is we'll go and we'll count up this. So I'm just going to put it on top of here now because I don't really need that. Okay, so let's make sure we've got this clear. So we have 40, add 20, 40, 60, add 90, add 250, add 30 equals 470. Okay, so I'm just going to put 470 up here. Now, it's not going to be the same for this one because there's different amounts here. So I will need to go and just calculate this one up as well. So we have 40, add 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 140, add 150, add 120. So that's £20 less. So that's 450. And I believe that these are all the same. So that should be 450, 450, and 470. So we already have one 450, and we're going to add another 450 and another 450, and then we're going to add the 470. And that should equal 1,820. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, I get so excited when it all works out because it's no worse than doing it all like I forgot Teeny Tiny Tuesdays. I'm wondering what the hell is going off. Okay, so that is basically our budget. I'll write this up neater and put it into my book, but that is just the basics. It just shows you can have a pen and paper and a calculator and do it like that. So we now know that we have 470 that needs to be stuffed in the first week, second week, third week, and fourth week is 450. So shall I just do that with you now, guys? Let's see. I'm just going to move some stuff to the side. I don't know what the light's doing. I don't know if it's gone dark. It seems to have gone a bit darker. And also, I don't know if I told you guys, I put up the stuff on my window, which has worked out really, really good. We got some stuff for downstairs now, so it means that we can see out, but nobody can see in, but it looks like a window, whereas mine upstairs is frosted, so I can't see out. And yeah, it's amazing. Okay, so in here, there should be 2,670. So I'm just going to give this a quick count. Here it is. Okay, just going to bring that in. And I'm just going to give it a quick count, guys. So just bear with me. So we have 20. Okay, I'm just going to pop this here. I don't know why they're all sticking together. Some of them look really like brand new fresh notes, to be fair. Okay, off we go again. 20, 40. In there. And let's just count these. Wow, it's hurt my arms. Whoop, whoop. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to stuff, sorry if that was just my arms, just pure arms that you could see. We are going to stuff it into here. So this is the binder we use to stuff our weekly money. So we have week 1, 2, I still haven't sorted these. I need to put them through the laminator. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5 for our 5 weeks. These are from Stacey Budgets. I have had them a while, so I just need to pop them back through the laminator. So what we're going to do here is I look at here and I think, okay, I definitely need how many £5 and things like that. So in all fairness, we only need probably 2 because it is more for petrol and for spending that we need it. So this is combined, so we need to add this amount to this. So that means we have, let me just move this out of the way, 150, 100 and, well, it's 210, isn't it? So 210, and this one is 220. Brilliant. Okay, so we need to know that in the first week we need to do the 470 and the 220, which makes 690. So we need to put £690 into here, making sure that there's 2 fivers. So what I might do is I might just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85. 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 6, and then we will do 10, 20, 30, 50, whatever it is, and 90. 70 and 90. Okay, so that is their week 1's money. And I always find that I have a better time cash stuffing throughout the month when I do this and I pop the money into here, because it is there. We know I don't need to be running back and forth to the bank. I've been prepared and got to the bank. Okay, so the next ones are 210 and 450. So we need 660. Yep. Okay, so we will do 20, 40, 60, 81. Hang on. That's what I mean. They keep feeling like they're sticking. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. So I'm going to move this out of the way, because these weeks are the same. I'm going to just do it like this. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82. 20, 40, 60, 83. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82. 20, 40, 60, 83. Okay, so they all have 300 there. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 81. So they all have 400. And then we will have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1. So that's 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91. That's 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91. That's 5. And then we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91. So that's 6, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91. 20, 40, 60, 81. Okay, so what did we need? 60 in each of these. So 20, 40, 60. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So this should be 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Oh my, how that is just perfect. I thought I'd made a mistake halfway through, but I was like, right, we're going to carry on. We'll find out if we made a mistake at the end. So then basically these just simply go into the purse. I have a safe, so don't worry guys, I do have a safe to put this in, but I like to have the cash. I like to feel the cash. I like to use the cash. I haven't got any of them like fake note things that I have seen a couple of people using. I don't know if, because I wouldn't want to, I don't know about them. It probably works for some people, but I think for me it would just confuse me. So I suppose it's just used like placeholders really. But anyway, that is us stuffed for the week, guys, and well, for the month really, and that stays in there. It sits in our what's it sticking, guys? Our safe. Oh my goodness, I think the heat's got to me now. And then we just bring that out each week to do our cash stuffing. So that is our count up with us. What was it? 14,000. Oh, let's have a look. £14,949.52. Currently saved, which is amazing. We have had a massive holiday this year as well. So if we hadn't have gone on holiday, that would have been up another £5,000. But cash stuffing for me isn't about how much I've got in here. It's still living, it's still enjoying life, but being prepared for all the things that may come. And that is what I've learned now, that actually it's okay having money sat there, but when we're not enjoying things, and remaining out of debt as well. We have not gone back into debt for anything, which is amazing. So cash stuffing really, really, really does work. We've done a budget for me for June, and like I say, that is a little bit higher than what we normally have. So you've been with me for a while, you'll know like my rough income. Like I say, that is going to be going down next month, but we will just accommodate for that within our savings and, you know, Fun Friday game days and things like that. So I want to say a massive thank you if you are still here. If you are still watching the video, see if you can put a fan in the comments. I don't know if you can, have no clue. But see if you can put fun in the comments. And I want to say a massive thank you for even getting to this part in the video and listening to me waffle on and make mistakes. It's really nice to be back. I can't wait to do my week 1 of June's cash stuffing and get back to recording for content on YouTube. So thank you so much for sticking by me and always supporting. And I will see you for week 1 of June's cash stuffing, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.